You're live! Hello everyone, I am Santiago, and today I'm gonna be playing Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, the PC version on the GTX 1650, 1050 Ti, 3050 and RTX 3060. How are you guys doing? Welcome. So I'm so excited for this game on PC. This released on PlayStation 4 and 5, and man, I finished it on PS5 and I cannot wait to keep playing it on PC. How large was the download? Like 50 gigabytes, something like that. I'm unpacking the game right now. So let's put unpacking. Unpacking the game. Also, we're going to do the ROG Ally and the Steam Deck right after this live stream on yet another live stream. So we're going to try basically everything. As you can see here, I got the Steam Deck also unpacking the game. It's hard to see. It's unpacking there, so it's ready. And same with the ROG Ally. With the ROG Ally, we're also unpacking Ghost of Tsushima. So it's ready for the live stream right after this one, that we're going to check those out. It's going to be fun. How's it going, guys? Yeah, we're doing all those GPUs. I asked that in the poll because people asked me about it, so. Hey, Rahul, Mr. Fambool, Nor A. Kennedy, King K. Yeah, that will work on your 1660 Ti, should be fine. Let's go, says Marius. Ahmad. Giuseppe, yeah, of course, we're doing frame generation too. Hey, weapon comparison in video games, Mario. Let's cook. No Barrett option. Probably in the next one I add Barrett as well. So have 1650 Max Q. Nice, a GPU is watching the live stream. Awesome. Eagerly waiting for the live stream. Well, here I am. Happy to have you here. 30 seconds left for the unpacking to finish, so we're almost there. But man, what a journey with PlayStation exclusives on PC. I played this game, and we're playing with an Xbox controller just because we can. So we'll see how they replace the trackpad gestures. If it really needs PSN, it needs PSN if you're playing multiplayer. If you're playing single player, it should be fine. Although the multiplayer is really good. I've been playing it a lot on PS5. Yeah, I heard that God of War, hang on, the game is ready. We're on the latest drivers, game ready driver for this game. So let's jump into it right away. Here we go, wish me luck. I'm going to need it. So, as I was saying, yeah, I played this on PS5. PSN only necessary apparently for the multiplayer. Which, don't get me wrong, it still sucks. But hey. Okay, so we got a launcher, classic Nix's stuff. Alright, 1080p. We have exclusive full screen, thank you. FSR 3, alright. There is frame generation on FSR 3, that's great. There is dynamic resolution, as you would expect. Alright, we're going to start with FSR 3 quality. There's no FSR 2, interesting. But frame generation is what excites me the most for this one. And there's a lot of VSync options. Okay, and let's see the settings as well. Okay, by default the game was put on medium. You can even disable reflections, but in this game you do not want to do that. Trust me on that one. But yeah, classic Nexus. Motion blur, no thanks. There's very low, which is insanely low settings. Then you got low, medium, that is a mix between medium and low, high, and very high. Alright, let's start with the medium preset since we are on a 1650. So this is medium preset plus FSR 3 quality on 1080p. That's usually how I start everything, so let's get into it. Does it have DRM? As far as I know, it doesn't, so people that like to sail the high seas are probably going to be very excited for this. Of course, I'm saying that with educational purposes only, okay? Any hype for Hellblade 2? I forgot it was releasing. I preloaded it today, and I have a Game Pass, so we're doing it on Game Pass. Hellblade 2 Tuesday next week. No marketing for it whatsoever. Okay, privacy settings. Help us build the PlayStation experience. No, limited data. Connected to PlayStation. Thank you. Oh, I'm already... My Steam account is already connected to my PSN account. Thanks, Helldivers, for that. Okay. Sign in. Oh, okay, never mind. You'll need to sign into your linked PlayStation account again to start receiving PlayStation's trophies. Okay, so they added trophies. Let's say not now. So I'm not signed into PlayStation. Also, it seems to be compiling shaders in the background, which is awesome to see. That means that we should have little to no stutter. That's why the CPU is maxed out. Okay, gamepad. Perfection. Let me see the in-game options. Okay, classic Nix's options menu. That's good to see. Graphics, same as before. Okay, and there's keyboard and mouse. Good. Okay, so as you can see now, the CPU is no longer maxed out. That means that we can start the game. And if you try to enter Legends mode, I think, yeah, it will ask you to sign in to your PlayStation account, as you can see. So the PlayStation account is for the multiplayer only, apparently. So let's play single player, which doesn't need a PSN account, if you care about that. What GPU are you using right now? Up here. Difficulty, let's play on medium. I play this on hard on the PlayStation 5, but I want to pay little attention to it. And by the way, you cannot skip cutscenes, so I'll be here. But, guys, this is a real-time cutscene. This is not an FMV, okay? We're already rendering the game in real time. So this is great news. This part is super demanding on the GPU. Okay, there we go. Over 30 FPS. With FSR 3. Although FSR 3 is not looking great, I see a lot of pixelation
relentless
in things that are into the distance.
Unstoppable.
No, it's not CGI. This is real time.
Against an army.
On PS4, these cutscenes were FMVs, but starting from the PS5 in the director's cut, we get real-time rendering cutscenes. And the funny thing is that with the real-time cutscenes, if you're using the Japanese voices, the lip syncing is matched for Japanese. So that's interesting.
Courage.
But I apologize that I cannot skip cutscenes. I'm sorry, guys.
They are what make us. We are the warriors.
It'll be interesting to see frame generation, because that would mean like 60 FPS maybe with frame gen. Yeah, the cutscene looks very good. Although I'm noticing with FSR that there's some pixelation in smaller details. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, it looks better than FSR 2, without a doubt. But there's some pixelation in the foliage at the bottom of the screen. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it's a bug. Yeah, the English dub is pretty good, although if you want the best immersive experience, do yourself a favor and play it with Japanese voices and English subtitles.
Send your finest warrior to
okay, on YouTube you can also see it. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, there's some bug with the transparencies there for the grass. Not sure if it's FSR or if it's a thing with the medium preset. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima does have DLSS, but we're using a GTX card, and RTX cards are the ones that support DLSS. So once we go for the RTX cards, we're going to check it out. What's the FPS cap? There is none. You can play unlocked frame rates. Also, I'll give you some subtitles later. Yo, what up? Works on Steam Deck, right? I'm unpacking it right now on the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally, and after this live stream ends, we're jumping directly in a separate live stream for the ROG Ally and the Steam Deck, so don't worry. I just finished unpacking the game on deck, and it's unpacking on the ROG Ally too. So we're going to be playing on those in a few. Okay, wow. Okay, guys, remember that this is one of the taxing parts of the game, so this should be one of the worst case scenarios. Well, so far so good, considering this is 1650, dude, and we're playing on 1080p medium with FSR 3 on quality. Why it's not available in your country? Maybe due to the PSN shenanigans from Sony. What time will you stream your Steam Deck? In a couple hours from now, once this finishes.
I need you with me.
CPU, i5 12500, or no, 13500. You can see, guys, all my specs are in the description.
As a command, Lord Shimura.
But the game looks really good. Guys, we're playing on medium settings. We got nice shadows, we got screen space reflections that are not perfect, but they are there.
Men, we must hunt down the Mongol leader.
The thing is, let me see the grass from the distance. Okay, it seems to happen only in the cutscenes. The grass is not bugged out right now, apparently. But it's a pretty good looking game. Okay, fine, I'll enable frame generation. Okay, you guys asked for it, I'm going to deliver. Okay, so we're on the medium preset again. Let's see frame generation. Hopefully it doesn't look like trash. So DLSS 3 frame gen. We were at 40 something FPS. And now we're at 70 FPS, although I'm feeling some lag on the controls, but it works. So we jump from the 40s, 50s, 40s to the 70s. It actually feels pretty good. I noticed a little bit more latency on the controls though. Cool. We'll see once we see more foliage. Let me move the camera. Yeah, it's fine. What the hell? Does it have NVIDIA Reflex? Good question. Let me check. NVIDIA Reflex. Yeah, it's enabled by default. So we have NVIDIA Reflex. So we don't have as much lag on the frame generation. Although I'm noticing some ghosting. I'll just keep motion blur off. But the boost is huge. I'm so happy that they add frame generation to FSR 3 in this game, because it was so BS that Nvidia locked this to the RTX 40 series cards or frame gen with DLSS. Yeah, although I'm noticing some ghosting in the shields when there's some movement, so it's not 100% perfect. Plus boost. Okay, let's use on plus boost. Hopefully it doesn't destroy the frame rate. Oh, no, actually it works well. Okay, anybody else?
We're all that's left. There is only one path for us. Find the Mongol leader and end him here. I'll fight beside you to the end. I know.
Yeah, we'll see the scenery once we're in the open world. Right now, unfortunately, I have to go through the tutorial, and the tutorial has some mini stealth sections.
The Mongol leader.
And cutscenes are not skippable, as you can see. Let me add subtitles so you at least can see what's going on. And let's put this on headphones. Microphone always on. Ha! Funny. There we go.
I'm ready, Uncle.
Alright, so we'll wait while this cutscene plays. What it's like on the GTX 1050, we're going to find out after this one. Let's get to the open world first, and it's going to... Trust me, it's going to probably make a difference. Do those settings, no frame gen. We're trying that later. Let me get through the tutorial first, and we'll check that out. But so far with frame gen, I'm seeing some weird ghosting in some of the shields. Some metal surfaces look a little bit weird. But hey, it's frame generation for everyone, so hell yeah, I'll take that. How much without frame gen? Around 40 to 50. Some drops into the 30s. Steam Deck, please. Yeah, it's coming right after this live stream. Don't worry, I got you covered. And I'm sorry again, but cutscenes are not skippable, although they are real-time cutscenes, so you're actually seeing the game being rendered in real time. Will a 4090 run it? LOL. Of course. Of course not. Why wouldn't? 4090 is so old, ancient.
Grandson of King.
Is it as real 60? Not really as real 60. I can see some ghosts in here and there. Also, the MSI Afterburner overlay is kind of flickery with frame gen. But I mean, when you're actually playing the game, you do this.
I can see that.
Let's be honest, you just turn it off.
You trained your whole life for this.
Ponelo en japonés, después. Estoy medio apurado.
Men have called unwinnable, yes.
Do you think The Last of Us Part 2 come to PC this year? Probably next year. We'll see. Ultra settings. Hang on, guys. I go through the tutorial, we go to the open world, and we'll see.
Do you know how I prepared for today? I learned.
I support FSR 3. This is
I know
FSR
your
3.
language, your traditions, your beliefs, which villages to tame and...
Okay, so the Rogue Ally finished
burn.
unpacking Ghost of Tsushima, same
I'll
with the
ask
Steam
you
Deck,
once
so
again,
let's lock the
Samurai.
screens.
Do you surrender?
For the test. Joel, ¿qué tal? We run on 4790K with 1650 Ti. I don't know the CPU requirements for this, but I run on a PS4, so it's probably going to work, I guess. Does it support FSR 3? Yep, we're using it right now. And thank you, Dark Master, for being a member for 31 months. Holy hell, thank you so much, man, for the extended support. I highly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, press A to get up. How is it so far? So far, so good. I'm pretty impressed. We'll see, again, the open world. That's when the real test will come in. But it's pretty taxing when it comes to effects at this part of the game. Hopefully it didn't crash. If it crashes, I will apologize. Okay, VRAM is fine. Yep, it crashed. First crash, guys. Let's turn off frame generation. Maybe that caused some issues. So I was praising the game and ended up with a crash. So let's not praise anything again. Hopefully I don't have to go through the beginning all over again. If we do, we're going to try more settings. Let's disable frame gen just in case. Because sometimes some games crash using frame gen. Chat is moving too fast, had to say hi somehow. Thanks Electric Pichu for the 6 Israeli shekels donation. How's it going, man? It's been a while. I can still read some of you guys. Never set expectations so you won't get disappointed. That's a bit sad, but it's true. 1060 must be better, right? Should be similar. Especially if you have the 6 gig version. Okay, we have a continue button. Please tell me it's in the same part. Yes, it is. Thank you. This is without frame gen, okay? Frame gen is completely disabled. Let's put FG off, just to make sure. Yeah, the loading is like this. It's ridiculously fast. On PS4, when you fast travel, it was like 10 seconds. I'm not kidding, even on a hard drive, these guys know how to make a game load fast. Ray tracing, I didn't see an option, but this is not an RTX, right? Which one is more demanding? This one or Horizon Forbidden West? Probably Forbidden West is more demanding. But it's a newer game. Looks like it's going to be pretty rough on Steam Deck though. No, I don't think so. It should be fine.
How did I get here?
Well, as you can see, medium. Okay, when looking into the distance, we drop into the 40s. Let's very quickly go to low. I love that it shows you the difference right away. I'm very low. Okay, very low on native 1080p with quality FSR. We get 60s, okay. I love that I can change this in real time. And let's see if I disable FSR 3 and I keep it on native resolution. Okay, we lose 15 frames. That's quite a lot actually. That's okay. FSR 3 seems to be looking pretty good though. Oh, never mind. If you can see the particles, guys, into the background, they flicker with FSR 3. With native res, they don't. They are like completely fine. Interesting. But yeah, so far looks pretty solid. Let me see what happens if I use dynamic res. Toggling 60. Okay, the dynamic res actually looks better than FSR 3. Although you can use frame generation without the upscaling, so that's a good thing. Let's play low, medium, high. Okay, on high I can see the better draw distance, and on very high. Yeah, I mean, high looks pretty good. Let me see medium super quick. Actually, I think medium is the best of both worlds. So let's keep it on medium and increase the anisotropic filtering. And we keep a dynamic resolution targeting 6 FPS. So 1080p medium preset. FG off. Dynamic res 60 and no frame generation. Medium like balance between high. Yeah. A mix between medium and high probably. Alright. Let's see how it goes. Okay, it's a little bit aggressive to get to 60. I can still see the flickering of the particles. I mean, guys, we're playing at 6 FPS.
Someone worked hard to keep me
If you
alive.
don't care about 60 FPS, you can crank up the resolution. No worries. Is the frame gen on 1650 bad? No, it's actually okay. The thing is, the game crashed when I tried frame generation. Maybe it was a thing, a one-time thing.
Someone saved me.
But I like
Back here, maybe they have my sword.
I like trying native frame rates first. I mean, again, it's a 1650 and we're playing at 60. I know it's a PS4 game originally, but this is a
Someone was
PS5
sharpening
version.
their blade.
I'm sorry that it's super dark.
My armor. Broken. But better than nothing.
Is MSIA not preferred over TAA? There's no MSIA as far as I know on this one. Okay, another cutscene that is going to take a while, so in the meantime we speak.
Inside. Now.
I'm noticing that it's dropping below 900p with this dynamic res, but visuals are pretty good.
I think so. Where's my sword?
Is this 1650?
Not
Yep,
here.
You're on! Here!
1650.
Take care of this. Please hide.
Use DLAA. Without an RTX card, there's no DLAA.
Don't hurt me.
This part is so cool.
Shield of Lumini! Price!
3050? Yeah, of course, guys. If it runs on a 1650, a 3050 is going to demolish it in comparison. Yeah, sorry about the screen tearing. I cannot control that. I'm using a capture card, so there's no performance hit. But you'll see screen tearing. So that's the disadvantage.
Who are you?
I'm Yuna.
The Giga Chat Yuna. Giga Chadet.
You want your sword?
6700 XC can run smoothly, should be okay. Doesn't seem to be hard to run. Okay, now we're going to do some stealth, it's mandatory, I apologize. The raw PC experience keyboard and mouse. The thing is, I finished this game 1.5 times already. And I'm very used to the controls, so I'd rather do that. And thank you, Electric Pichu, for another donation. I appreciate that. Thanks for the 6 Israeli shekels. Feels refreshing to see a game without stutters. Yeah, good point. I didn't even notice that. Okay, the dynamic resolution is a little bit too aggressive, I'd say. Yeah. Let me change that. So, anti-aliasing we have SMAA. No anti-aliasing. Okay, so you can even disable TAA on this one. SMAA, SMAA T2X, TAA. Oh, FSR3 native AA. Okay, this looks awesome actually. It's like DLAA or XeSS native. You know what? Let's try. Instead of dynamic resolution, actually, I think we can do. You know what? Screw dynamic resolution. Man, TAA looks horrible in comparison to this. Wow. Yeah, TAA looks horrible. What the hell? Oh, never mind. It was the dynamic resolution. Still looks pretty blurry. Anyway, let's use XeSS. Let's see if it looks any good. Okay. And let me see if the dynamic resolution does anything for us. Yeah, no. Okay, so XeSS with quality is 48, and FSR3 on quality is 47? Okay, it's almost the same, but XeSS seems to look better. Yeah, definitely. Okay, we're keeping XeSS on quality, or maybe balanced. In this game it looks pretty good. So you got quality, ultra quality plus. Okay, that's new. Okay, still not 60s. That's fine. It's a 1650. What was I expecting, right? Oh yeah, this looks way better than the dynamic resolution. How does Max looks? It has way better draw distance and way better draw distance of the grass, especially,
was with me on the battlefield.
and way better reflections, screen space.
Wait.
By the way, guys, again, this is the PlayStation 5 version. Does this game need AVX2? I have no idea.
I have to know. Did he survive?
I think so. The Mongols took him prisoner.
Extra TAA plus FrameGen. I'd rather keep FrameGen for later, just because it crashed the first time I used it.
They must be holding him inside.
But with frame generation, I mean, you don't even need to use FSR to have frame generation, so that's pretty cool.
Then help him drive the Mongols into
At native medium, it's probably going to be 30 FPS on native medium.
I didn't nurse you back to health to watch you throw your life away.
High textures work with 4 gigabytes. We're already at 3.5 on medium, so let me get to the open world and we'll see what happens.
Lord Shimura can help our whole island.
Will this run well on a 1660 Ti? Yeah, obviously. Look at the card that I'm using right now. It'll be fine. Whoops, I screwed up. You were seen. I wonder how the scene deck will hold up. Probably well. I mean, the game has lots of options and seems to be very scalable. Fine, I'll use frame generation. Okay. I'm under peer pressure at the moment. Fine. So we're using XeSS balance plus frame generation, okay? Good. So yeah, you can use FSR3 frame generation even if you're using another upscaler. There we go, over 60 now. Happy?
No.
Butchers.
Come on. We can't help him now.
So 750 Ti might be able to run this at lowest 720p, maybe the 4GB one. With medium textures, I'm already using almost all the VRAM. We'll see once we get to daytime, in part with lots of vegetation. Yeah, we're doing the 1050 Ti in a moment. Just allow me some time to finish the tutorial. I'm noticing some ghosting though with the frame generation. So not 100% perfect. Yeah, especially the particles. Do you think DLSS will work better than FSR? Yeah, most of the time it is like that.
I'll
I
take
mean,
that chance.
you're using specific hardware to do it. With FSR, it doesn't matter which hardware you're using. So DLSS has to be better. And if it's not, it will be an exception. Oh, I see why the frame generation has some issues. This is the overlay, I think. Let me check. Oh no, it's not the overlay. Yeah. At the edge of the screen. Oh, I know why. It's the UI at the top left corner. That kind of kills frame generation. At the top left corner, if you guys can see, probably not. It's very hard to see. Oof, not this way. Where did she go? Oh god. No, not this way.
Here, you, huh?
Oh, there she is. I'm an idiot.
And you speech.
Will ghosting go away if you turn on VSync? No.
God.
If you're using frame generation, you have some of that ghosting. Although XeSS, I think, looks best if you don't have DLSS.
Need something.
Less blocky.
Like my katana.
I traded it.
But frame generation, I mean, it works.
Don't worry.
But I'm seeing
We'll find a
some
buyer. Get your
cut frames in the middle.
We've got a long ride ahead. Take whatever supplies you can carry.
This is someone's house.
And they're not coming back.
1660 Super, you'll be fine.
Through here. The man I traded your sword to lives just
Alright.
up ahead.
Again, guys, as soon as I finish the tutorial, that it's kind of boring,
Toro! Shit.
we're going to see it for real.
They must be here.
Yeah, frame gen is not perfect so far. We're going to be doing Steam Deck right after this live stream, so stay tuned. I'm not going anywhere. We got a long day ahead of us. Obviously, native resolution is always better.
I am Jin Sakai, nephew to the great Lord Shimura.
But if you need performance, you have upscalers. It's funny, it's loading something, but I'm not seeing the cutscene. Maybe a bug?
But you still lack control.
What's your main GPU? 4070 Ti.
With your father's weapon,
40's on Steam Deck stable. I'm more targeting 30 on that
sword
one.
of Clan Sakai.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I have a
Saved
mini
lives.
loading thing. That never happened to me on the PS5. Maybe it's loading something.
Who did this to you?
No one.
Frame generation bug? Probably. I mean, that's why I try to avoid frame generation in my
I will teach you
tests.
to defend yourself.
In this game it's okay, but I'm seeing some weird frames at the edges of the screen. It's not
You
amazing.
must first control.
What kind of frame gen do you use? The one that is included in the game. FSR3's frame
Do
gen.
that.
That it works with any upscaler. Let me minimize the game first and go back up. So frame generation is broken in this game. Yeah, it's kind of broken. It's not perfect. I mean, it works, but maybe as a base frame rate, you might want to have 60s. I mean, it's optional. You can use it, but I'm seeing some repeated frames. It looks weird. Okay, let me quit the game. It loads fast anyway. Frame generation, let's try it later on. They need to patch it out a little bit when it comes to frame generation. FrameGen is grayed out on Steam Deck. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's not that good though. I was expecting more. That's alright, whatever. Okay, so medium preset. We take that as anisotropic. And let's wait for the open world to be able to draw conclusions. And let's play on native resolution. Now that we're here, we might as well. So we're doing native res at 1080p. And let's see what we can get. But look at this, guys. It loads so quickly. Okay, so we're in the main menu, right? We hit continue. 1, 2, 3. 3 seconds. You're back in the game in 3 freaking seconds. So FrameGen feels smooth at least. Kinda, but it has some, at the edges of the screen, if it looks like you have duplicated images, it's almost like vertical screen tearing. I don't know how to explain it. But it's not great. It's not great.
Your enemy is no match for you. But you still lack control.
I was
Oh, frame
practicing.
generation off.
With your father's weapon, a sword of Clan Sakai,
Native resolution, frame generation
Save
off, medium
lives.
preset.
and ended
Can you skip cutscenes? Unfortunately not. I tried every button. You can pause the game, but you cannot skip the cutscene.
Who did this to you?
No one.
Yes, sir. Native 1080p. It's a beautiful game, definitely.
Teach you to defend yourself.
It's art.
I know how to fight.
What's the CPU? Everything is in the description.
To master your blade.
Yeah, the Steam Deck test is coming after this live stream. Don't worry. I got you covered. Just be patient. I have a lot of stuff to go through.
Uncle.
Gracias, Richard, por estar. Acá andamos. Enjoying life. They said is to hide loading the unskippable cutscenes. I don't think so, because fast travel is like 2 seconds.
Try to strike me.
Yes, Uncle.
Okay, so if I play in native 1080p, in this beautiful part,
Ready.
man, I love how everything moves,
Try to strike
all the
me.
leaves. Let me see with actually FSR and XeSS have can be used as anti-aliasing. Let me see the FPS HIT. Okay, that's a small one. Okay, so we're using native res plus XeSS anti-aliasing. What this means is that we're using the upscaling technique, but for our native resolution, so it has very little jaggies. It's similar to DLAA. Okay, we're closer to 30 with this. Gotcha. Probably going to drop then.
It's your turn to attack, Jin.
I'm hitting my ankle.
Well done. If
This
you
is
fought
FSR
like that,
3.1.
your
I'm not
attack
sure. It
would
only
have
says
been
FSR
so
3.
easily.
It wasn't a fair fight.
Imagine
Don't
his
spoil.
return
I'm sorry. I cannot skip cutscenes.
and he'll use every
What is the
day to
CPU
trick
temp?
maps.
Below 70 degrees. That's for, no, sorry. Below 80 degrees.
He's big, but I'm quicker. I'll stay out of his reach.
You know,
Time to get tired.
will it do an at 1060? Yeah, probably will be similar to this.
Samurai
It depends on
must
how
always
DX12
fight with
dependent
patience
this game is.
and discipline. Even
No,
when his
I use frame
opponent is
generation.
trickery.
They need to fix it.
remember.
It's not perfect. Needs work.
Now, break through my defenses. Show me Jin Sakai is a warrior of great courage.
Tap triangle to... Yeah, I already did this.
Break my block with a heavy attack and strike quickly.
There we go. No, trust me that there is no...
Hold your blocking form.
What you're saying, resolution scaling happening.
Strike me. Save your energy.
There is some blur in the background, but I'm thinking it's kind of like the TAA thing. Maybe the XeSS upscaler is upscaler. The XeSS anti-aliasing is not perfect. But it looks better than TAA, in my opinion. So let's just disable it in the meantime, actually. Let's just say there's TAA and SMAA T2X. Let's use SMAA. Let's keep it like this.
In your blocking pose, you can respond quickly.
This it looks okay. Actually, the leaps in the background, in the ground, look pretty good. Although the hair is not perfect with SMAA.
Good form.
It's a bit blocky. Yeah, I didn't want to continue.
Can we take a break?
We're not finished
No
yet.
pain, no gain.
Find your resolve and fight through the pain.
I love that the healing is like hitting your chest and saying, "Oh, I continue." Is 30 FPS playable for you? Yeah, it's fine.
Wait for me to make the first move. Once I strike, block my attack. A fine parry.
Also, guys, 30 FPS on a 1650. So this is one of the less powerful cards that we have right now. It's not even an RTX
Need to
card.
catch your breath?
And this is native 1080p. I'm not getting 30s with upscaling. It's 30s with native res. Raw
Let's see
pixels.
you defend against a spear. Dodge my spear,
3090 should be able to
then
do it
follow
in
up with a
4K.
counterattack. Good reflexes. Remember, dodge, then counterattack. Excellent dodge. Excellent counter.
Excellent dodge. Blah! Hit in the face.
You see,
Raw dog in those
no
pixels.
warrior you
Definitely.
cannot overcome.
Thank you for these lessons, Uncle.
We are not finished yet. Jin Sakai.
Jin
you on the
Sakai.
sparring match.
I wouldn't want to hurt you.
If you're that confident, let's
This PS4 run this game at 900p with an unstable frame rate.
Gets to choose dinner.
Actually,
hope you like
I tried it on
octopus.
PS4 and it was 30s very well. I didn't see drops like that.
Well struck, Uncle.
Very good.
Come on, hit me, uncle.
You show great skill.
Easy. Easy.
Before we eat,
Yeah, the PS4 got blurry at times. I think it was dynamic
one last
900p
question.
actually. But it's the PS5 version, so
generations
we actually have
families have lived
real-time
by a
cutscenes, slightly better graphics,
code. Tell me
so
the virtues that guide us.
we're just using the PS4 as a point of comparison.
Loyalty to our Lord. Control over our emotions. And
You know this.
honor.
1078 gigabytes, 6
Uphold the
FPS,
legacy
yeah,
of Clan
maybe.
Sakai.
Also your
Yeah, Ghost of
father's
Tsushima released today on PC,
What does
50
honor
minutes ago actually.
I guess. Protecting people. The ones who can't fight for themselves.
Do 1050 Ti after this one, don't worry. I'm just waiting for the open
First,
world.
We must show everyone that we serve
Is
our
medium
Lord
original
with
PS4
courage,
settings? I don't know.
integrity,
That's a good question
and
actually.
self-control.
You say that like it's easy.
It runs on the Steam Deck and ROG Ally, so yes. I mean, good point.
It's never easy, Jin.
It's never easy.
I struggle with it every day.
Yeah, VRAM usage is fine
But we
until
must
you start
stand
running
for
around.
our people, by remaining true to our code
750 Ti maybe later, we'll see.
and to ourselves.
Do they have DLSS 3? Yes, but this is not a DLSS capable card, so... Actually, this part is an FMB. Interesting. It was all real time until I got to this cutscene. Interesting. That's what it says 130. Badass. Oof. I almost got hit. And thank you, Electric Pichu, for the 6 Israeli shekels donation once again. Thank you so much. He says, nah, it didn't release until I got a PS5 emulator. Hell yeah. RPCS5. Could you imagine that? At some point, when the PS7 comes out, we're going to have PS5 emulation probably.
More riders.
Islands crawling with them.
Where are the stables?
Behind that.
Is it playable? Definitely. I mean, it looks awesome. And it runs way better than anticipated. I mean, it's native resolution we're talking about here. I just want to get to the horse to be able to move around very quickly and
We can get close.
get the GPU to actually do work.
Kill them without a sound.
RPCS 5 minimum specs 7090 and i9
My code.
20,000K. Yeah, there's no need for PS5 emulation because we have PlayStation games on PC. Let me increase the gamma because you guys cannot see anything. I see that it's a little dark there. Okay, important to target your enemies. Yeah. I already know. Okay, I'm a badass.
It's close.
I already tried frame gen, it's kinda broken.
I'm done running. And
I don't
finally
recommend
come.
it.
Damn it!
At least not right now.
More guards.
Don't let anyone escape.
Oof, I forgot how to block. How convenient. There we go, with these 2 atoms. As a support direct input controller, I'm using an Xbox controller, works fine.
The samurai were dead.
If you want to use the PS5 controller with all its features, you need to plug it in with a USB-C
Golden
cable.
Temple might be safe.
So it has adaptive triggers, it has the haptic feedback, you just need, again, to use a cable with your PS5 controller, and you'll be good. Is there cross-save between PC and PS5 or only trophies? We'll find out when I change GPUs. I didn't link my PlayStation account.
More of my people
But I don't think there is save transfer. If there is, it will be amazing because I have a very long playthrough for this one already done.
The Mongols took him.
That's why.
Yeah, if you want to see frame gen, rewind the
It's my
live stream
only
and you'll
family.
find it right away.
Lord Shimura is mine.
Please. I just want my brother back.
But it annoys me so much that I cannot skip cutscenes. For the type of videos that I make, it's a pain in the
Coming with
ass
you.
because I want to get to the demanding part as soon as possible.
Stables are just up ahead.
I'm speed running through. Come on, attack me again. I double dare you. There we go.
Let's get to the horses.
Okay, I can finally run around.
They're samurai horses. A few we didn't take into battle.
Lucky for them. And us.
Mauro, eso estaría bien. Es una buena PC. Guys, for everyone asking, the next port is God of War Ragnarok. Okay. Oh, okay, I have a Digital Deluxe horse and the New Game Plus horse. The Digital Deluxe horse is available, but you have chosen the NG Plus horse. If you choose this horse, it will be with you the entire journey. Yeah, why not? Whatever.
Easy there.
He suits you.
And he needs a name.
I'm going to call him Shadow.
Born from the darkness.
Kage. Are you sure? Yes. Yeah, they already cracked the game because Sony doesn't put DRM on them. Which is something that I very highly appreciate. Okay, I recovered my weapons. Now I can actually go whatever I want, I think. Do you think it will work on 1050 Ti? Yeah, so far I think it will be fine. It should be like 10 frames behind this, so I'm guessing it will be a 900p 30 experience. And if we're lucky, 720p 60 with lower settings.
They're holding your uncle inside.
Oh man, this looks so good.
The walls are too high to climb. We could cause a distraction. Sneak in.
No.
I mean, look at the foliage.
Cotton can't set fire to our best swordsman. Humiliated my uncle.
Alright. So now that I actually have something visually more striking, so 37 FPS on medium, on high we get... Okay, 10 frames less, 25 on high settings.
I'm going to repay his kindness.
So if you want to use high settings, make sure to use quality FSR and you'll be good to go. So I think medium looks good enough, in my opinion. Just increase the anisotropic filtering and maybe the reflections a bit. Yeah. And the reflections. So basically mid-high, I would say. Vignette, no thanks. And on native resolution you should get 30s, but we're going to try 60s. So we're going to disable dynamic res. Let's use FSR 3, balanced. Maybe that gives us 60s if we're lucky. No, it doesn't. Maybe performance? No. Okay. Let's do this. Let's try a different resolution from the screen itself. Maybe that's better than FSR. Maybe. Let's try 720. Okay, at 720 we have a huge boost. So we do 720. Let's use the medium preset. We'll increase the texture filtering. Okay.
Got your friends killed.
That's what the Mongols will think.
And I probably should restart the game, I think. So let's save my progress. We quit the game. It launches super quickly, so it's not an issue. 60s is difficult without upscaling, of course. But we're going to go aggressive on it. That means 720, FSR 3 on quality, so it's a pretty low resolution, but we're trying to see if 60s is actually possible in this extreme resolution scenario. And guys, don't use frame generation, please. We tried it, looks bad, especially on the edges of the screen, and it crashed the game a couple times for me, so frame generation right now, at least on this card, skip it. Right now. Is it a crack already? Yep. Sony games don't usually have DRM. So like every other game, it's usually cracked on day one.
Castle Canada.
Castle Canada.
They're holding your uncle inside.
The FSR 3 has some issues. There's like a... Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Okay.
The walls are too high to climb.
So 70 FPS like this, and there's a lot of flickering on the particles. So let's not use FSR at 720p.
We walk in
Okay,
the front.
so we're at native
Cotton
720.
can't set fire to our best swordsman. Humiliated my uncle. Butchered the warriors.
And actually, you know what?
I'm going to
If you want to
repay
play
his
at
kindness.
60, I think this is the way to do it. If you don't want to use dynamic res and FSR frame generation that is kind of broken right now, this is the way to go. Remember guys, we're playing at 1650. It has no business running at 60 FPS. You could also try turn TAA off when using FSR 3. Yeah, that's a good option as well, actually. Okay, standoffs. This is one thing that I love about this game. The standoffs. Come on me, bro. Die, potato. And actually at 720, sorry that I'm pausing the game so much, let's try high textures. Will it run on 8 GB of RAM? I don't think so, it's using 12 gigs right now.
You did it.
Yeah, and there's still some drops here and there. Into the 40s.
What's all that noise?
Not sure.
So 60s I don't know is possible
Almost
without
fired
frame
them off at the
generation
beach.
actually. But frame generation right now is not particularly great. Or maybe it's because I increased the textures and we're out of beta. That's another thing that could have happened. Yeah, maybe it's the texture quality. Yeah, no. 60 doesn't seem possible in this card. I mean, all the time. Maybe, actually, I'm forgetting about one detail. We have dynamic res. Let's do dynamic res with, yeah, with TAA is actually good enough. Yep. Let me see if the dynamic res does anything. Yeah, it works. Okay, so if you want 60s, you cannot skip dynamic resolution on this one. Let me try 1080p super quick. It'll look blurry, but hey. Okay, for 1080p it's actually too much. So maybe 900p with dynamic res we can actually hit. Okay, yeah. Okay guys, I think I cracked the code. So 900p, 60 FPS dynamic res, medium preset, 900p, medium preset, dynamic res, 60 FPS. You can use other anti-aliasing options if you want to. There's also FSR3 native, but it drops frames below 60, so that's kind of a bummer. It's super blurry. Honestly, yeah. With TAA, it's just too much dynamic resolution. SMA T2X actually looks better here. Okay. Frame gen, while it works and it's a very impressive thing, made the game crash a couple times. And also it doesn't look particularly great. But you get a very nice resolution increase, frame rate increase. So medium preset. Now let's go back. On low settings it looks significantly worse. I don't think it's worth using low settings. So there's sacrifices to be made for 6 FPS. But can you get there? Yeah, it will look blurry, but it works. So this is my, at least right now, my 60 FPS configuration, which is again 900p. So if you care about smoothness, you can do this, but it's you gotta sacrifice the resolution,
If I'm not back soon,
which
fly for the
sucks.
forest.
But at the same time, it's 60 FPS on a 650. So guys, it has no business running like this. And let me show you my quality settings. My quality settings is basically 1080p. So 1080p, like this. And I'm missing something. Oh, yeah, this. 1080p with the medium preset. That should be good enough. I'm not missing something. Okay, so 1080p, medium preset, native res. And if you want to experiment, you can use frame generation, but at 30s, it looks even worse. So, and it looks significantly better when it comes to resolution. But we're playing at 30 FPS. Personally, if I only had this GPU, I would play at 30 FPS just because of the super nice crispy resolution we got. Anyway, let me save the progress. It's time to swap GPUs because otherwise, yeah, it's been an hour on this card. So let's swap to the 1050 Ti super quickly. It's probably going to be only one preset. Oh, and Windows wants to update SFOP. Yeah, some people don't know that it will run on stuff faster than a 1650, but it's fine. I mean, not everybody has to know. Never seen so much GPU names in the chat room before. Same. It's kind of funny. Don't worry guys, we're doing the 3060 after the 3050, so 1050 Ti super quickly, it's not going to take long. Then we do the 3050, then the 3060. So don't worry, we're doing all of them. Okay, the Windows update is finished, one sec. Alright, what about 2070? We'll be fine. Okay, have fun, Kiyomi. Just join. How's the port? So far the port seems to be pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. Is this just a testing PC? Yep. And I'm streaming using a separate computer, so no performance hit. I don't know if the game is blurry because of YouTube's bitrate. Yeah, the bitrate is pretty poor, despite me using a very high bitrate. Welcome, Muiz. What do you think about 1650 Super? It will be like 5 to 10 frames ahead. PS4 equivalent is probably a mix of medium and high, I'm guessing. It's just a guess. Okay, are we in? Yes, we're in. Alright, welcome back. 1050 Ti. I'm not going to spend lots of time on this one. Should be pretty simple. So I'm doing 900p medium preset and probably native resolution. That should do the job. 60s, if the 1650 couldn't do it, this one won't do it either, so keep that in mind. And the game loads super fast, so that's not an issue whatsoever. So don't worry, I won't take long. So 900p, exclusive full screen, blah 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 blah. TAA. Actually, instead of 900p, let's do this. Let's do 1080p with FSR 3 on quality. That should give us probably 30 FPS. So let's keep it like this, increase anisotropic filtering, and that should do the job. My game is on an SSD. Everything is on an SSD nowadays for me. But this game, I mean, the hard drives on the PlayStation 4 loaded like this super quickly. And hang on, we gotta wait for the CPU to compile the shaders. That's why the CPU is at 100%, compiling shaders. Thanks, Clementine. Yeah, I have a 3060, it's right here. Just wait. Muchos crasheos en lo que estuviste jugando. Tuve varios crasheos si está prendido el frame generation. So guys, if you're playing with frame generation, expect crashes. At least for me, it crashed multiple times with frame gen. Okay, not good enough. Okay, it'll have to be 900p then. Okay. It's a 1050 Ti. It's a 1050 Ti. Alright, 900p medium, FSR3 quality, 1050 Ti. Let's go. I'm not sure why the GPU is not being fully utilized here. It's kind of weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but oh my god. 2 versus 1 is not fair. Okay, I did it. Yeah, I don't know if it's a GPU issue or I need to restart the game, so let me get a little bit ahead. Dodging arrows, yeah, no worries, I can do that. I'm just going to run. Oh, hang on, there's a cutscene there. So I'll save. And I'll open the game as quickly as I can. I don't know why the GPU wasn't being fully utilized, but one rule of thumb that I have, if something looks weird with the performance, restart the game. Overall optimization, so far so good. I'm pretty impressed. Look at how fast the game loads. Okay, I'm going to assume it's a 1050 Ti issue because the other card didn't have any problem with this. Oh, I was blocking. Okay, with these 2 atoms. Yeah, it has some stutters, maybe the DX12 thing, but still, it's a 1050 Ti. The fact that it actually works, I don't know about you guys, but that's to me super impressive. But the thing is, it's not 100% perfect, but I wasn't expecting it to be. Okay, so now we're in a cutscene that we cannot skip. So apologies for the spoilers. I'm not doing it on purpose. 1050 Ti fights to live another day.
I am Jin Sakai.
Yeah, this graphics card is very old.
Shimura.
It came out 8 years ago, 8.5 years ago actually.
I have come to avenge his honor.
Does the stream affect the FPS? Nope. We're using a separate computer with a capture card to grab all this, just because of the fact that we don't want a performance hit.
I will show him his
Otherwise, it would be half the frame rate,
and
probably.
humiliated, begging.
This is too much
to
chat
join
for
the
me.
Mongol Empire.
Same. Yeah, 1050 Ti is weaker than PS4 Pro, without a doubt. No surprise.
This
I'm
is
playing
your
on SSD.
time, Lord Sakai.
Lord Sakai. Yeah, wow, 1600 people are watching this, what the hell? Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to let him kill me because you're supposed to die here.
Your uncle is watching.
Or just NVIDIA cards, because it's what I have on my house.
Submit, Lord Sakai. Slit your throat.
There we go. Is medium the minimum settings? No, the minimum settings is very low. You got very low, low, medium, high, very high. Medium looks very similar to high because we still have screen space reflections. So that's why I chose that preset. It actually looks pretty good.
Save yourself.
Well, yeah, good point, Homer, but still, it's nice to see it. I don't know. Kinda crazy. Yeah, the 1080 Ti should be just fine. No issues whatsoever. It's a super powerful GPU. Yeah, it's been cracked. I mean, it was to be expected.
Again.
Drink water? I did. I'll try low. Yeah, sure. Let's get out of this part first, and then we'll see.
May your death benefit all beings.
So let me finish the cutscenes so I don't have to watch them again, and we'll be good. Yeah, the drops seem to be VRAM related, I agree about that. So don't worry, I'm going to swap as soon as I can get control of my character again. Does it support ray tracing? I don't know. We'll see once we put the RTX cards. Okay.
Young master.
I'm back in control now.
I'm coming, Yuriko.
Yeah, I think it's VRAM related. So let's very quickly try low settings. And thank you so much, Electric Pichu, once again for the 6 point nice donation. He says GPU utilization drops every time Jin is on screen. Good point. I agree. Thank you again for the donation. Yeah, on low the frame times are also kind of broken. So I'm not sure what's the problem there. So even on low we still have that problem, although it seems to be a little bit more smoothed out.
Can't you send them away?
They fixed the 6.9 donations. Oh no.
You are now the master of Clan Sakai.
Yeah, the 1050 Ti has some issue that I do not know what is in this game.
Is the wind at your
So probably 900p quality FSR
the birds
plus
in the trees.
the low preset.
He will tell you.
Should be okay, but the frame times are super spiky.
Thank you, Yuriko.
So yeah,
If you ever
let's swap
need
GPUs.
peace, Clan Adachi will
But still, the frame rate is impressive in my opinion. The frame times, not so much. Let's go. Yeah, on low, it looks horrible. Medium, I think, is the only... Medium and above is what is worth using, in my opinion. Yeah, 3060 coming later, after this one. Alright, 3050 overkill with 3 fans, kinda. But after the 3050 we do the 3060 and no worries, we'll be there. Drivers just work? Yeah, as long as I only do less than 5 swaps, we should be good. That was fast, thank you. I'm speedrunning. Any percentage GPU change. Blubbery do. Blubbery do. Is it out? Yep. Alright. Welcome back. Now we got the 3050. The 3060 is coming right after this one, so don't worry. Let's put the game at settings that look better. So in the options, 1080p obviously. We got now DLSS, as you can see, there's DLSS. For now we're turning it off, don't worry. And the only frame generation available is the FSR3 frame gen. Interesting. Oh, hang on, I have a 30, This is a 30 series card, of course. Okay, there is DLAA, okay. And on the preset, let me see if there's any ray tracing. There doesn't seem to be any ray tracing, actually. Okay, not surprising. I was expecting that. Let's try high settings first, and then we're going to try medium probably, and the upscaling. Anyway. $4070 Ti there. Yeah, $4070 Ti will be awesome. Yeah, the mod support is what excites me the most about this game, actually. And I forgot the FPS count. I apologize. Oh man, I hate when HDMIs don't want to do their job. There we go. Okay. So now the CPU will be maxed out. Why is that? It's compiling shaders without telling you. That's why. So as soon as the CPU stops being at 100%, you can get into the game just fine. So don't worry, that's normal. That's what should happen. And this is not low settings, this is 1080p high, DLSS off for now. There we go. Continue, now that the shaders are compiled. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Right away, 50 to 60 FPS without DLSS on high settings.
Guidance, Clan Adachi will help you.
Although this part never looked that good. I don't know why the sun is a little bit too much.
Your father protected the people above all else. A true samurai.
It's official, yeah. Yeah, this released today on the PC. DLAA? Yeah, sure. That's a good idea, actually. Let's use DLAA. I had no one DLSing on. That's why it looked so bad. Okay. Now we're done. Oh, yeah, it looks so much better with DLAA.
I couldn't save him. I was a coward.
I mean, if it runs like this on the 3050, the 3060 will be a breeze on this one.
He died.
Game size is 50 something, 60 something gigabytes. Yeah, the 580 should run it no problem. And I'm sorry I cannot skip cutscenes. That's how it is. I see. Yeah, VRAM usage is pretty high actually.
Your father's spirit.
But that's okay, we have 8 gigabytes. Don't tell Nvidia that we want VRAM on our cards. They will remove it, basically.
He is always
4060 Ti Ultra 2K? Yeah, sure. Just DLSS though, at 2K. It's uncapped. There's no FPS lock on this one. Yeah, you got trophies for PSN, yeah.
tomorrow.
But you need to link your PSN account
You
if you
will
want
come to my
trophies.
fortress. As my
Almost 2K viewers. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it a lot.
today.
Can you play co-op with friends? Yes, but not on the campaign. On the Legends mode only. The campaign doesn't have co-op. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Legends mode is amazing. I played it on PlayStation 5. Man, so many hours. And it made me notice that I'm not good at this game when I played Legends. What's the best settings? We're about to find out. You just started? No, it's been an hour and 20 minutes.
Father. How do I save him?
Dad, please. This is Guy Shroud's brother. You're talking about me or about Lord Sakai? 3050 laptop, yeah, sure. You don't have an option to buy it on Steam. Maybe you're in one of those regions that doesn't support PSN for some reason. Follow the wind. Happily. I wonder which button they put for the wind. It's a trackpad on the PlayStation, but here... Man, it looks so good. How the hell is this a PS4 game? I mean, from the core, it's a PS4 game.
Come on.
You know.
Jin, what happened?
Hey, so gotta go.
Shimura,
Curious about 1440p? Same.
but the Khan was there. I failed.
Does this feel like a story simulator like Horizon?
At least you're in
I
one
mean,
piece.
once the open world starts, you basically do whatever
I
you
swore
want.
to protect this island with my life. But now the
No, no es
Mongols
mucho,
have
Gonzalo, está
stolen
bien.
our home, killed our samurai.
He forgot what it's like to fight
Yeah, I can
someone
use
strong,
Japanese audio as well.
to feel weak. Sometimes when you're staring death in the face.
Does PSN just
to
for
do whatever
online?
it takes to
Yeah.
survive.
I mean, you need your PSN account if you're playing online. If you're playing single player, you're
Expects to
good.
fight a war
You don't need a
against the
PSN
samurai.
account.
He will anticipate our every move.
Yeah, Japanese audio is obviously better, and it fits
Ways to
perfectly.
surprise him.
So don't worry, I'm going to do it as well.
That's how we'll save Lord Shimura and retake our home.
Arigato.
You'll need some help.
Riders. The Khan's attack dogs.
There's too many of...
Let me see if I can change that from audio language. Yeah, that. Arigato.
ハーンの番犬だ。
大勢で来る。
あ、ガテンギンだ。
隠れなきゃ。
Let me enable DLSS first. DLSS quality. Should be a walk in the park. Yeah, there we go. Let me see Ultra super quickly. Okay, Ultra is a little bit too much. I don't see a huge... Yeah, I mean, the shadows are better. And the draw distance of the grass is improved. But if we're talking below 60 versus way above 60, high is the way to go. Let's see how the quality holds up though. And let's increase the anisotropic filtering. What am I, a console player? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so best settings guys, 1080p, high, ultra quality. Quality DLSS, and you're good to go. It actually looks pretty good with DLSS. Yeah, it does have FSR 3. Man, this game looks so good. Is it Japanese lip synced? Yes, it is. Even on the cutscenes because they are real-time cutscenes.
主の元に戻るようしつけてやれ。
XCSS 1.3 as well, yeah.
すごいな。もうこうあんたを探してる。
Looks similar to the console though.
お主は逃げる。
Yeah, kinda. But that's not an issue. I'm happy that this game is
タカを
here.
助けるまでそばを離れるつもり。
Probably very high though is over the console quality because it had a pretty interesting draw distance to say the least.
足立政子殿。
What do you think about the optimization? I'm pretty
タカ
impressed.
だって腕はいい。あの子を助ければ。
I mean, it even runs on a 1050 Ti. Yeah, we're doing 1440, don't worry.
では壁を
Let me move on my horse and we'll get to 1440. But on 1080p, just keep it on quality, high settings, and you're good to go. Over 60 all the time.
後で向かおう。
An improvement on the textures, ground textures. The textures do look better. The ground I'm not entirely sure because it's usually covered with grass. I gotta play a bit more to know. Port looking good. Okay, this is not a real-time cutscene, this is an FMB. So some cutscenes are still FMVs instead of real time. Yeah, this part is also an FMV. Is there micro stuttering? Nope. Zero stuttering, at least for me, unless you have a 1050 Ti. On a 1050 Ti it stutters, but I'm guessing it's because it's an old card. Okay, now we're real time again. Oh dude. Looks so freaking good! What an intro. Dude. I'm not interrupted the intro, I'm sorry. This is so cool. Dude. See guys, this is why art is important. You can have realistic graphics, but art can be trash. This is a game that really tells you, man, art is super important. Alright. As promised, we're going to do 1440p. And I cannot skip this. It's per Tsushima. Explore Tsushima. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I've already played this. Okay, hang on. Oh, come on, game. Stop with the tutorials. Oh, frame generation. Well, I'll show you because the game crashes. So we got 69, nice, FPS. With frame gen, we get 100. But cross your fingers for the game not to crash, okay? Yeah, it feels weird. Yeah, the edges are still kind of framey. I don't know how to explain it. But if you want to use it, the option is there, okay? Frame gen gives you basically double the frame rate. Okay. But again, the game is crashing right now and it's visually it's not amazing when it comes to frame gen. Okay, so 1440p, balanced DLSS as usual. And we got 59 FPS. DLSS balanced. And no dynamic res, thank you very much. There we go. Balanced DLSS, 1440p, and the high preset. Maybe we can use the medium preset for 60s though. And there you go. Not perfect 60s, but 1440p is doable, even on high settings, and DLSS actually looks pretty close to the native thing, in my opinion. Yeah, it kinda drops here. So maybe medium settings for 1440p, but you sacrifice some visual fidelity. Let's try medium, with textures on the highest. Okay, on medium settings you can actually hit 60s. So if you want to play at 1440p, this is the way to do it. If you want 60s, and we're doing native in a moment. Even on medium it looks gorgeous. Ultra settings with frame generation. Guys, forget about frame generation in this game for a moment. It crashes the game so far. It works. But it looks kind of framey and it crashes the game. Okay, so we're now back on high, but I'm going to show you native res instead. So we use DLAA. And of course it's going to be super taxing. So we're using DLAA. Okay. And there you go. Native 1440p. Looks sharper. But you're playing at 30 FPS. Although without upscaling is pretty nice too. You played 10 minutes and uninstalled it, then you're a freaking idiot. You have the attention span of a 5-year-old on TikTok. Okay, so 30 FPS. So if you want 1440p, sure, do it. It works. And if you don't want to use upscaling, 30 FPS works. So let's now quickly jump into 4K, just to F around. Oh, 4K, my eyes! And we're using, of course, DLSS here on performance. And it actually runs pretty good like this. 4K high, DLSS performance. Which internally is 1080p, but still looks better than 1080p like this. And there you go. You can actually do upscaled 4K. Looks super sharp actually at 4K, wow. Even with the upscaling. And let me check how the hell I use the wind. Okay, I'm not seeing the wind thing over here. What the hell? Gallop, player movement, call horse, heal, oh, show Jesus, maybe? Oh, there we go. Okay, that's how you do it. Because on the PlayStation, you use the trackpad. You swipe the trackpad to get the wind to do whatever you want. Here you need to use this thing. Which studio does the port? Nixis. The people that made all the good ports of PlayStation games. How's the DLSS implementation? So far so good. Looks pretty impressive. Seems to be DLSS 3, actually. But without, sorry, 3.5. Without frame gen because we don't have a 40 series card. But it looks great. There's some pixelation on some particles, especially the ones into the distance, but otherwise, looking pretty good. 3.7 maybe, yeah, good point. I don't know what's the latest. But now, as I promised, 3060. 3060. Let me save. Here we go. $3060. Here we go. EVGA for the win. How I miss EVGA, man. Best GPUs. Small GPU. Yeah, it's hilarious because I have a dual fan 3060 but a triple fan 3050. So the plugin turned you on? Good. That was the point. Yeah, DLAA in this game basically fixes the visuals for me because on the PS5 sometimes, despite being 1800p 60 FPS, which looks gorgeous, the grass looks pixelated sometimes. This fixes the problem. Okay, 3060, yay! Let's launch the game and the FPS counter. Alright. 4070, I don't have one, but it's way faster than this. So we start with probably 1080p, DLAA, and on graphics, let's put it on the highest. It's kind of a waste of resources, in my opinion, to put it on the highest, but it's a 3060 at 1080p, so if this is too much, we just drop it to high and enjoy our lives, basically. Is that MSI Afterburner? Yes, sir. That's what I use along with Riva Tuner to show you the frame rates and all those nice metrics. So yeah, super excited. This will be awesome. Is it 6GB or the 12GB? The 12GB. Guys, do not buy the non-12GB 3060. It's basically a scam. This is a 12GB version. Alright, so let's let the shaders compile. That's why the CPU is maxed out. We are compiling shaders. Only happens the first time you launch the game. Are you going to try 8K? I'll think about it. Okay. So the shaders are compiled, beautiful, let's continue. There we go. Okay, so on the highest settings, which again I think is... Whoa. Will it crash? Okay, I don't know what happened there. Okay. Seemed to be the game just loading. On the highest settings I think is a waste. So, put it on high with the highest textures and you'll be over 60 all the time. Just do it like that, that's the only thing. And there you go. No upscaling, and this is not 4K, I apologize. 1080p high, plus DLAA, plus DLSS off. Perfection. So yeah, while very high drops below 60 without DLSS, I think it's kind of a waste of resources considering how good the game already looks on high. It's mostly draw distance and shadow resolution. I can randomly call things a scam, don't worry. I call it a scam because it's called 3060 and it's a completely different GPU, it's not a 3060. That's it. Don't take things so seriously, man. You'll improve your health. Okay, it's back, I'm sorry guys. So as I was saying, thank you so much to Zinky Accusate Lascar for the £2 donation. He asks about the Steam Deck on the offline mode campaign. We're going to try it right after this. So don't worry, we're going to be getting there soon enough. Just maybe in around 30 minutes. Apologies about the live stream going down. Okay, prison camp. So yeah, it looks pretty good, runs pretty well. Or streaming a cartoon? What? What do you mean a cartoon?
この先に川を見渡せる場所がある。
そこからなら野営がよく
ゾロボイ
見えそうだ。
ズアクトル。How it's running so far? No stutters. The first time I launched it though, I had a couple huge stutters, but now it's stabilized. Not sure what happened. But so far it's been smooth sailing for me. And thank you so much, Marco Antonio Bermeo, for the 20 Mexican pesos. He says, se desvió el stream por un rato. Ok. Se desvivió, mejor dicho. Muchas gracias, Marcos. Se agradece un montón. Yeah, I'll say in the tail area, I just wanted to... So 1080p high works pretty well if you want 60s. So let's try now, despite being a waste in my opinion, the highest settings with DLSS. DLSS quality. Just to brag about ultra settings, you know? Does it send me 500? Okay, DLSS quality very high, which is the highest settings.
まだ探しておる。
じきに誰か見つかる
Okay,
さ。
looks a little bit less sharp. Still looks good, but now you can brag
後で高も
ultra settings
手伝ってくれるよ。
on everybody else.
もうすぐあの子に
What
会え
is
る
your CPU? It's in the
お主は
description.
いい姉だ。
そんなことない。
弟は何というかな。
あんたにも兄弟はいるの？
俺の身内は叔父上だけだ。
助けた後
1060 I don't have it. What about 1080p native? I already did it.
叔父上がいらっしゃれば島は救われ
Rewind
るから。
10 minutes and
それ
you'll
ばっか
find
り
it.
だね。
勝てるはずのない戦を制してきたお方だぞ。お主は
How do you think the 470 will perform? It'll probably be 1080p
考えてる暇なかった。
native 30 something FPS. And if you use FSR, you can probably get it
動いたか
higher.
ない？
ほぼ治った。お主の手当てのおかげだ。
あんた心の内は明かさない男だね。
Zoro voice actor? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know who Zoro is.
武士ならば感情を御せと叔父
So
上に言われ
1080p, you
た。
can ultra the hell out of it if you want to. But what about 1440p? I'm so glad you asked. So at 1440p, you can actually, if you keep it like this, on the very high presets and quality DLSS,
教えだ。
なんだか生き
you
づ
can
らそう
actually
だ。
hit
そ
60s.
れがもののふだ。
Although, I'll probably do native 1440p with high settings. That will make more sense, at least in my opinion. But hey, it works. Try ultra wide, maybe later. Oh, okay, Zoro from One Piece, gotcha. I was so lost. The camp is still this way. Yeah, I'd say high settings makes more sense actually. Very high is just too much. Yeah, there we go. That's way better. What about native 1440p? We're getting there in a moment. Let me get to the camp because I don't want to repeat the horse ride all the way back. It's 50 meters away. Frame generation again, really? Guys, it crashes the game. Right now I wouldn't recommend it. It works.
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot really go straight on. Okay, fine. Okay. Let's do native. Oh, come on, stop with the tutorials game. 1440 without upscaling. Let's use DLAA. Okay. Native with DLAA, we actually dropped some frames. So maybe consider using medium if you want raw 1440p. Titan FF, there you go. So if you're a frame generation person, you can get over 60 with these settings, I guess. Size 60 something gigs. You remember Wild Hearts? Unfortunately, I do remember Wild Hearts. I hope I could remove it from my memory, but that's not happening.
タカを助けなきゃ。敵に騒がれずに。
何か手があるはずだ。奥の守りは固そうだ。
What do you like more, this game or Sekiro? Personally, I like this game more because I'm not a huge fan of Sekiro myself. Just, it requires too much practice. This one requires practice, but not as much. It's way more forgiving. And they're completely different games. So, personally, I prefer this one. And it's right with DLSR 1.75x DLSS quality. Maybe later. Right now, I don't have a lot of time. I also have to go through the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally. Oh, I have it right here. So I have other things to test, unfortunately. We'll see. Yeah, I think for 1440p actually medium makes more sense. So you can medium settings this, put it on the highest textures, and you should be good to go. 60s basically across the board. 4K native, yeah, we're doing that. 1080p already did it. How bad is the input lag? The input lag is fine on frame generation. The thing is, there's some visual artifacts at the sides of the screen, and the game crashes for me each time I use frame generation for more than 5 minutes. Yeah, 1440p high plus DLSS, in my opinion, is the best setting. DLSS looks pretty good. Okay, find a way to the camp's gate. Okay. Yeah, we're doing online later. I got other things, unfortunately, to benchmark. Well, yes, finishing Sekiro is more enjoyable due to the difficulty. I mean, yeah. But not everybody is looking for that experience. And actually, this game, if you're playing the co-op online mode, man, it really tests your skills. If you play this game on the co-op online mode, you'll feel like you're bad at the game. And there's also a super hardcore mode that I'm not sure if it was called Samurai difficulty or something like that, that if you get hit once, you die. It's pretty extreme. Oh no, dishonorable Jin! He's so dishonorable, how could he do that? Yeah, lethal difficulty, thanks. Yeah, it's one hit. You get hit once and you die. Sorry about that. I need water. Whew. Jesus.
足を怪我しています。矢が当たりましたね。
手負いの熊は死に物狂いだ。
Oh god.
抜かるでないぞ。
わかりました。
Yeah, that's very realistic. I agree.
この地に熊が出るなんて。
そうだな。戦火の槍川から逃げてきたのだろう。
無本物のせいです。罰として熊の餌にしてやりましょう。
卑しきことを申すでない。
Alright. So 1440p is nice, but it's time to do 4K like a Giga Chad. So let's do 4K with DLAA. Let's destroy the GPU. Actually, that's pretty good frame rate. So 4K medium, the medium preset with very high textures. Raw 4K. And hey, you can get 30s. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Actually, GigaChats play at 800 by 600. My bad. On a CRT.
ここで倒れ
Using
ました
modded Windows 98.
すぐ近くにおるな。
Yeah, the 3060 really is doing its job
分かって
very,
ます
very
とどめ
well.
は私に刺させてください
お前が感情を凝せるのであれば、その時は考えてやろう。
いました
夜な、生きておるやもしれん。
Boy.
この焼き図では死なぬはず。
Is there an FOB option? That's a good question. Let me check. Visuals, system. There's probably an FOB slider, I'm guessing. Yeah, FOB slider. You can 25 degrees, that's quite a bit for a third-person game. So now FOB is 25 degrees wider.
見てください
So yeah, they didn't even put an FOB slider in a third-person game. Not so unnecessary, but I like having the option.
四角やりかわだな。
卑怯者
And a way 4K take less Gigabyte VRAM than 720p The Last of Us at launch. Well, that was a bad port. This is actually good.
人殺しになりたいか。
You played Ezio Assassin's Creed Trilogy on a CRT?
我らは武士
That's
だ。
awesome.
ですがお自由よ
Do they always speak Japanese? You can... It has an English dubbing as well, so don't worry. If you want to play it on English,
目を
you
そ
can do
ら
it.
すな。
It's just more immersive to play it
怒
on
りや
Japanese.
恐れで人を殺めてはならん。
No de nuevo, as far as I know.
切れ。
Ultra 1080p, I already did it. Rewind the live stream. Does it have Denuvo? Nope.
敵を前にして
Sony doesn't add Denuvo to their
背
games
を向けてはな
generally.
らぬ。命を奪う時も相手を見据えろ。情けと。
Yeah, Denuvo can rot in hell, I agree. Frick DRM.
それが侍の姿だ。
It's insane the amount of detail you can see
世
at
に上
4K.
ずるは臆病の印。
Yeah, I'm always super impressed. Welcome back, Ovikush Kanovi. Nice name, by the way. Did they decouple FSR Frame Gen and FSR 3? Yeah, they decoupled it. You can use Frame Gen no matter which upscaling solution you're using. So I could actually use Frame Gen here if I wanted to.
どうした
Not an issue.
タカを探そう。見つかるわけにはいかん。
五感を研ぎ澄まして頭の中まで野党になるんだ。
Okay, here we go. Doinks. Dishonorable again. Okay, so that's raw 4K. Pretty impressive, if I say so myself. But we want... Imagine you want 60 frames at 4K. Probably not possible here, but let's give it a shot. Okay, What? Are you serious? What the hell? Okay, I guess. 4K DLSS performance. Huh. How? What the hell? Am I doing something wrong? 4K performance DLSS, 6 FPS, high settings. Okay, I was not expecting that result. Performance on 1080p, you can do the highest settings just fine. 50 to 70. Although on 1080p I would probably recommend that you use high settings. Looks very similar, but it runs at over 60 without any upscaling. Okay, it's dropping sometimes below 60, but I mean, I'm on high settings. Let's fix that. I'm still blown away by the performance at 4K. How the hell did they do this? Okay, medium. That makes more sense. I also have extended FOV, so that's probably... You don't need to use FSR to use FrameGen. You can use FrameGen no matter the upscaler. The issue is that FrameGen in this game still needs work and makes the game crash. Yeah, frame break works on the GTX cards.
逃げるぞ。話は後だ。
行くよ。
川まで進むぞ。そこなら安全だ。
It's a get to the river. We'll say it's safe
お主は
there.
菅笠衆か。
かつてはな。あそこも飯に困っ
Yeah, runs native 4K at 30 on medium or DLSS performance 4K on medium for
菅笠衆に聞いてみろ。
upper 50s to low 70s.
岸平原の近くの海岸だ。
You can combine DLSS or XeSS with standard FSR3. Okay, so it's the updated one. Good. That means FrameGen for everyone.
多くが他へ移された。
Yeah, this is without frame generation.
捕虜が移されたって言ったね。どこだ？
Okay,
朝も浦がどう
I think it's time to end this live stream.
鍛冶屋の男を見た。
What to say about Ghost of Tsushima apart from it's a game I love?
嘘じゃないだろうね。
I'm super impressed with the performance, honestly. I know it's originally a PS4 game, but this is a PS5 version and it has lots of options. Frame generation for everyone. I didn't have any stutter other than once when I logged with the 3060, I got a huge spike in the frame time at 1080p, then it went away super quickly.
ジン、
But man, it even works on a 1050 Ti.
タカなら
So we're going to do now the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally on a separate live stream. Don't worry, I'll be there for you guys. Give me a few minutes to go to the toilet and come back. You're going to be redirected automatically, so don't worry.
故郷は
You don't need to do anything.
私とタ
Just
カがいるところさ。
wait a few seconds for me to redirect you.
友人は狭間の氷にいる。
Why is mixed on Steam? That's weird.
そこで
Yeah,
打ち合おう。
we'll see.
楽じ
So
ゃなかっただろう。
I'll see you guys in a few minutes on the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally. So thank you for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did playing this awesome game on PC. And I'll see you in a few. Bye guys. Thanks for watching. Yeah, it supports an Xbox joystick. I was using one across the entire thing. Bye guys.